everyone? Welcome. We are playing Staxel. There we go. You're even going to get to see me load in. Normally I cut that bit out, but I did it today. Hello everyone. Welcome to my stream. Yes, I'm going to be playing Staxel. I got it working on YouTube as well, so that's much better. I prefer to kind of push the YouTube rather than the Twitch, just because I think YouTube holds my streams for longer than Twitch does. I'm not 100% sure, but either way, we're back, and I swear I will be starting that house today. I've vented before. I'm not the biggest fan of kind of how long it can take to build houses if you're going to do it properly, because let's be honest, you don't do a game like this if you are not going to be doing it properly. And trust me, I'm doing it properly. So let's go to bed. Let's not worry about anything. If we missed stuff, then that was my fault, and I'm just going to have to deal with that. So let's hope that it's... Oh, I don't... Am I a bit... oh no, it's showing. Okay, that's fine. Yep, let's wake up. Hey, Cat bought me a gift. Let's have a little look. Because I actually fed her this time. Oh, a lab coat. Oi, where you been nicking these lab coats from? That's alright. Thank you. And I'll put you... Turn it around up there. So I hope everyone's day's been good. I hope you've all been having a good day. I've been up and down ladders today, so I'm a little bit tired, but never too tired for this. Hello chickens. Yes, now the one thing I need to do is make sure that there is always enough food for the chickens. Pow. Now it holds 8, which concerns me a little bit, because that means in theory there are going to be some days when some of the chickens don't eat. So what I'm probably going to do is put down a second food tray, just so that there's always enough food for them to eat. So I need to put a second food tray. Can I make one? What are they actually called? Chicken feeding area. I can make one. Oh, okay. Dirt blocks I've got. Nail lumber and fine. I might even have all the stuff here. I'm already distracted. What have I got? Blue crystals. I've got glue. There's my dirt blocks. Got varnish, and I've got sheet metal. Hello. We got fine. I've got plenty of fine lumber. I don't think I've got any lumber. I don't think I've got any normal lumber anyway. Either that or I've left it. No, because if I left it somewhere, it would in theory... Okay, well I'll just make normal lumber out of this then. I'll just leave that running. And then in theory I just need nails. You up there. No, that's a magic light. Those are my eggs. Oh yeah, I've got another goal. I don't really want another goal, so I'm probably just gonna sell it, to be honest. So I need some nails, and then I'll buy a whole load of food for them, and then I'll put a second food place down, because that kind of fixes that problem really. Technically it's raining, so I ain't got to water anything, so that's good. Because there's so much here that it all needs watering really. Nothing. Okay. Well, I'm going to get a big harvest eventually, because this is all quite a lot, which looks like it's all going to drop tomorrow maybe. I know I've got one goal, but I don't need 2. So let's sell this. Oh, it'll be great when I can get rid of these really annoying these really annoying what's it called, candy canes. Hello, girls. Hello. Always have to say hello to your animals. Otherwise, you're just a monster. Why are you going to work in a farm if you're not even going to say hello to your animals? Okay, one of their foods could do with a topping up. They've got enough for the time being. Still got 4 of this, so that's fine. Lovely. Alright then, for all my dead cabbages. Cucumbers, not cabbages. What am I talking about? Hello, Oscar. He must hate doing his job when it's snowing. Yeah, they're all... See, look, this is an example of a house I have built. If you haven't seen my previous videos, then this is a house that I have built. I refuse to do it half-heartedly. If you're going to build a house, you have to build it in the aesthetics as you would all the other houses in the area. It has to fit. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing happening over there now this month, so I'm fine with that. Let's grab, while we're here, let's grab some nails. I only need 1 other feeding for the nail, so just 1 nails. Technically, I only needed 1 lumber. Okay, well I can do that. That's fine. 1 nails. Thank you. And then we'll come back and have a look at that house. It's one of those things. Let's see if we can get chicken food from here, because that'll make it easier. See, look, chicken feeding area 180, or I make one. Okay, so let's buy loads. There you go. We got 10. That'll be enough for now. Shouldn't need much more than that, I don't think. Hold on, there you go. Double click and we run, and it lights. I love the way it lights up from a distance. The way the lights load in. Right, let's check in the little shed. I was thinking about having a little storage shed, actually. Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. I know roughly what I'm going to do in it. It's not going to be much to it at all. But go again. Oh, hold on. Might as well just keep going. Why not? Just let it keep making lumber. Was that everything I needed? Oh, it's not in the construct, is it? I've just put it there because that's where the dirt was. Carve. Okay. So I just put it in the wrong places. Or hold on. Let's put these in the right places. Move you out of the way for the moment. Picked up 2 pats. Let's put you here. Let's clear some space. Let's put you in there. And then get you ready to sell. Oh, hold on. There we go. So there's not going to be much money today, but it will cover the expenses for today, at least what we've already done, so that's fine. Now let's go. And we need to carve. Here we go. And the lumber. And that, and the real lumber. And there we go. And just like that, I can make it. And you see, this is the thing with this game for me. That's why I like it so much. Is I want to make everything. I want the ability to actually make everything that is in the game. That's why, if you haven't seen the videos, I go to all the trouble of actually making this chicken coop. I could have bought one, but I wanted to find the actual blueprint for it, and then I wanted to go out of my way. Oh, hello, are they ready? Not quite. Okay. What trees have I actually got? Dragon fruit, kiwi, and tangerine. I'm pretty sure they're all normal looking trees, so I want to put them. Essentially, I want to start another row. Probably there. It is a bit close to my my cows, but they'll be alright. I don't know what season these grow in either, but I don't care, if we're being honest. I specifically wanted at least one tree for every season, and I have that. I have one tree in every season. Can a new plant in spring, summer, or autumn? Can a new plant in spring, summer, or autumn? Okay, well, I'll put the plots down, because I know, again, I know where I want them to be. And then I want one more. I've got to pick one more tree. And I'm going to do another coconut tree next to it, probably. That might be the way to do it, I think. And then that way I've got, what, 8 normal trees and 2 fancy trees. I can get into it. Let's just pick this up. A bit in the way. Move it over here. There we go. Alright, so now let's go and have a look. I can see that I want to put the other one in. There you go. I'm going to have to replace that later. But at least look on the area's marked. Okay, so let's go and have a look. We haven't lost a lot of time. But you see, this is where my problem has come. This is why I stopped doing videos. And again, it's a me thing. But I find I want to work a lot on the farm. But when I work a lot on the farm, it means I don't have time to work on other things like houses and things. So I've got yellow checkered carpet is what I've got. How much? I should be able to get it in here. Yellow check, yellow dot, yellow check. Okay, it's going to be expensive, but I need... Let's go for 50. And let's just see how much that will give me. So this is the house for the second guest resident. I can't remember her name, but that's her box there. I thought to myself, I'll push it back a bit, which I've done. But it turned out it's a little bit farther back than I would like it, but it's fine. It's okay for now. And then if you missed it last week, I also received one for Farm Fan, which I'm going to be honest, I'm sure she already had a house. I don't know why I made that assumption. I just thought that everybody that lived here already had a house. I hadn't considered, because I haven't really gone around and looked at everyone's house to see, you know, where everybody's living. Unless I've had to. Then, you know, I haven't necessarily noticed. But yeah, she's asked me to build her a house, so I'm fine with that. The amount of stuff she's given me specifically... Oh, I'm going to need a lot more. Specifically for doing missions and things, I'm more than happy to... hello! I should probably say hello to her at some point as well. Another 50. It'll be more than that. Where'd you go? Or did you leave? Yeah, it'll be more than that, but I want to at least... Because once I've this... Yeah, so the way I do it is I'll put all the flooring in completely. Then I'll mark off the rooms, or what rooms I want to have. And then, for example, in the kitchen, I might change the flooring, and in the bathroom, I might change the flooring. So any flooring I've already bought of this style, I will just sell. I don't lose out, as far as I'm aware. I don't physically lose money. I can sell it for the same that I buy it from. So I don't mind doing this kind of thing in that. And it allows me as well to kind of map it in my head. Oh. But maybe another 50 might actually be enough here, you know. We'll see. We'll see what it does. Yeah, because I do like brick. I do like that stone brick and that kind of pathway. Well, not the pathway, obviously, but yeah. I like stone for the inside of like the bathrooms and the kitchens, and sometimes I might have wooden flooring upstairs or in the hallways. It depends on how I've structured the house. But obviously, yeah, you can see the way I've done it is I knocked a few of the walls to see how they structured kind of the original constructions of the houses, and then I just try and stick to that. That was silly. So obviously the idea of having this all the way around and in between where all the main loading walls are going to be. Just because, again, if you're gonna do it, look, if you're gonna go and build, then you might as well put effort into it. Otherwise, what's the point? Oh no, this isn't going to be enough either. I'm already halfway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So you got, alright, so you got 6, 12, 18, 24. 25, 26, 27, so I need 28. I need 30, basically. I need 30. There we go. Oh, I run out of money. Okay, so I can't. I can only do 25. Which again is fine, because I will be putting walls and things in, so that it won't all be carpet, but for the time being, it will be mostly carpet, with just the corner missing. And then the first time, there it is. So we got like 3 pieces missing, but the first time I actually map out the floors and the walls, I don't have any much of anything, to be honest. Put that in with the cows when I go back. These are going to have to wait until spring. It's annoying. I get that they won't grow now, but I should at least be able to kind of send them, to put them in the ground. I don't know what that is, though. Let's hide that over here. Got some limestone. Here's a new water bucket. That should always be out. Okay, so I need some more of my brick, which I can make. I think it's just stone and wood, I think. Something like that. Brick block. Mortar. Dirt block and mortar. I should be able to buy some mortar. I'm pretty sure I saw some earlier, but I'm going to make sure I've got enough. Varnish. There it is. Buy a bunch. by throwing my hands into the air. I'll tell you what, I might not need as much, but let's get as much as it will let me buy. I only need it to kind of outline. I don't really spend them, but I'm going to grab this. Pow. Is there anything worth buying? A water block. Okay. Mushrooms. A gazebo side roof. Ooh, wow. You know what? I'm going to buy that. You might be thinking, why would you buy a gazebo side roof? Because Farm Fan deserves a gazebo. Everything she's done for me, I'm going to specifically. And the thing with it is I couldn't have bought... If I'd gone to sleep and it wasn't there tomorrow, I would not have been happy. Because that would have meant that I couldn't have got it. I would have to wait for it to come around again. But now it's in my catalogue. So, I like my roses. All my flowers. Okay, let's... No. Oh, there we go. We woke up. Okay. Is it? It's still raining. Lovely. Oh. Oh. It's raining. That's interesting. Oh, okay. It's just, it hasn't rained since it's been winter. It's only ever snowed. That's really interesting. Hello. Hello, guys. Hello. Oh, hello to you. Can't get away. I'm so glad I managed to fix that, because the one thing I didn't like was the way I didn't like the way I couldn't have more than the 2 that I had. And now I've got 5. I think that's a good amount. Oh no, I'm going to be farming all day. Okay, that's fine. Oh no, I think I'm going to be literally... I think I have everything to do. Which is going to be an all-day thing, I'm afraid. So, I'll get to it. I might even make my stone brick so that I'm ready for the next day. Let's keep going. Alright, so I'm going to need 50 of these. I don't know if I've got seeds of these. I'm going to have to check. Oh, gold one. I'm going to have to check my golds as well, just to see if I need. So what do I have? Pumpkins, oats, eggplant and carrot. Nothing. Okay, fine. Oh no, they're still growing. Makes it slightly easier. Oh no. And then again, I could actually change some of these up. I'm getting some decent money. But crop rotation I think is worth doing in between seasons. But I think once you've decided on... Okay, yeah. Once you've kind of decided on the crops to grow for that season, I don't particularly want to change it in the middle of a season. I just don't think it's worth it. Oh, I went straight into the wall. Okay, so I need 25 of these, please. This shouldn't be too bad. It's the 50, yeah. It's the 50 onions. Or turnips. It's the 50 turnips that are going to take the time. These aren't too bad. I actually want more cat turnips. What I want is sorry about that. Oh, hold on. Let me grab that. There we go. I want to be able to just be able to get cat turnips. And then once they grow, get more seeds from them and grow more cat turnips and just keep going. But that doesn't work. Because I tried and it did not work. And I've only ever had the seeds once from the cat. I don't know if I can buy them once I got them from the cat. I didn't really think much about that, to be honest. Cute. Oh, we're nearly there. One more. No golds this round. That's a shame. Um, 50. Well, I mean, if I get 49, I can stop because I've got one space. I've got one more of the others, so it's not too much of a problem. See, as far as I'm aware, if I leave it now, it won't go anymore. I have to move this. Oh, no, it does. It just keeps going. See, I was under the impression I had to move it. Okay, well then I'll leave it there then. How many have I got? I've already got 2. Gold ones. Yay. Oh, cool. Alright. I think it needs to be in the construct. Give me this back. There you go. We'll grab a bunch of these. It's called multitasking. That should be enough. I've lost track of how many I've got now. There we go. So I've got 16. It's fair enough. It's difficult for me to add things while I'm doing things and doing other things. But I need 50. That's the only thing. Is obviously this cedar is great, but I don't necessarily need that many. So we'll grab those. But no, basically I'm wondering whether or not, well, I'll just leave that going. I have a little side area here, like a little shed on the side here, or on the other side. And essentially what it has is it has a couple of these little crates in it, and it has 2 bookshelves, because those are the only real things you can store stuff in, the bookshelves and those crates. And I've got to a point where I don't want to have certain things stored in my house just because I just don't, for no real reason. I just don't want them stored in my house. So yeah, I'm considering building a little storage shed, and that will be a basic construction, unlike a lot of the stuff I've done. Even like this was my work shed, and this took a lot of construction. This one did. I've still got to finish that, to be honest. I don't like that. But yeah, it's a whole thing. Oh, so technically, well, let's say we've got 45. Let's say that's 47. $49. Well, we'll see. There we go. That's perfect. Thank you. Alright, so I'm so glad it's raining today. I'll tell you what. But then again, in theory, tomorrow I'm going to do exactly the same, because I've got those and probably those as well. But we'll see. We'll see how tomorrow goes. We're already over half the day. Pow. Okay, then what we've got? We've got 26 of these. And then we'll put the extra one there. Did get a golden. Yeah, there we go. Pop. Is down. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I already have them. It's a golden turnip and a golden sugar beet. Let's have a quick check before I try and sell. Haha, I knew it. Oh, I've got to do. Oh, I've got to sell everything. My day's getting away from me. So we got some nice pears. We have our eggs. Let's go into the. Oh, excuse me. Pick that up. Pick that up. Down. And I've said this before, but yeah, always say hello first. Give him a little stroke. It's not just about the milk. There we go. Although technically it is. I'll put the milk down. There we go. Yeah, it's a nice amount. It's not bad. Let's just check my golden. See. Technically, I've got to put the rest of those down as well. They'll be... Oh, hello. Frames. Frames. Having mini stroke. Doesn't like it. See, if you want to put what effort into a building, this is how you do it. Proper museum. I love my museum. Sugar beet, turnip, and onion, and cabbage. So those are all the things that I'm currently growing. However, I don't have a... I don't think I've seen a golden sunflower. I don't know if there is one. Okay, well I can sell these too. I love it. Every time I see the happy stingray, it always makes me laugh. Okay. In theory, I might as well sell them while I'm here as well. Take it. Take it. Ooh, I got a lot for that. Wow. That's nice. Start getting some of my gosh darn money back. I do. Okay, I was like, oh, did I actually bring it? Hello. Okay, so, fancy hammer. So this is the mailbox. I mean, it looks like it's backwards, but it's not, because I'm going to show the region, and that's the region. So you see, there's still some space at the front I haven't used, but I've chosen to put the house towards the back so it can have like a path up to it. So, how am I going to have it? If I'm going to do like, get rid of that, get rid of that. I'll put the kitchen on this side, so I'm going to have like mini walls here. I'm going to do a whole wall. Rather than do it, I can do it as like an open plan or not. I could do this as just one floor. I could do this as like a mini bungalow type thing. Because I've used a lot of space. They need so much. They need a bathtub. They always need a lot. Which is essentially why I did the other one as like a... It had like a mezzanine upstairs, so that I could fit everything on. Yeah, it's difficult to know the way that I actually want to do this. So I tell you what, let's just separate all the rooms completely. So if I make a big wall straight down here. Right, so now this will be, let's say I go like... boom, 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 boom. Knock this down here. And then I can say this section is the bathroom and this section is the bedroom. Because what I can do is I can have an adjoining door so they can go from the bedroom to the bathroom and from the bathroom into the main hall or the main room. It depends if there's going to be a hall or not. I'm not sure yet. Let's just put this down. Oh, I've still got to buy all of our equipment as well. That's alright, I've got a lot of... That's a good point, where are they? Let's sell you. And I need to sell you. I really couldn't see them for a minute then. I'm not 100% sure what was going on. Alright, so we have bathroom, bedroom. You see, now this can still be the bedroom floor. I don't have a problem with that at all. But it's not going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I did it as 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I need 24 something for the floor. 24 for the floor. Go for this 25. I mean, one of those things that, you know, it comes in 25, so that's fine. Pow. Makes it easier. I'm assuming my new upgraded hammer actually does a bigger size. Now, don't get me wrong, I have no idea what I actually need for this house. There is a chance that I can't fit everything into this space for the bathroom, but we are going to make it fit. So there is the bathroom, and there is the bedroom. Pow. Which means what we're going to do, let's have a look. So we've got the bed, obviously it's going to go in the bathroom. We've got the table, a lamp, and the wardrobe will go in the bedroom. Chairs, the fridge, the counter, the sofa, sink, the toilet, and a stylish sink. Okay. Alright, so what I can do is I can have this as a hallway. Is a door 2? I think a door is 2, isn't it? I don't want to... Let's buy a door. Or at least a door frame, because I know I'm going to need at least one door frame. I actually like the fact that I do... What are these? Basic window frame. Basic door blueprint. Let's buy that. I'm surprised I don't have that already. And for a basic door, let's have a look. Just a good old standard door. Glue, cheap varnish, hinge, knob, lumber. Okay. Well, that's fine, but I'm just going to buy one of them. Just because I'm sure all the doors will be the same size. If they're not, it's my fault. There we go. So that is essentially the door. Okay, so then yes, what I can do is I can put all this down here. This is the hallway. And then this is going to be a conjoined... I don't think I've got enough. Well, if not, I can make some more. It's all on there ready to go. Okay, well, I mean, I'm not going to use... directly under the door. That needs to be something else. So that gives me that there. It's going to be like, in theory, the carpet there. There you go. There you go. So we've got the bathroom, we've got the bedroom. The hallway is going to be wood. I'm going to fix that later. And then this is going to be an open plan living room and kitchenette type area. Okay, so first things, let's sell what I've got, because I can't be asked to put it in the selling thing when I can just do it here. I'm selling the carpet because I'm going to need to buy stuff. Plus, in theory, all the carpet I've removed is not going back, and I'm still going to be removing more, so I have to make a little bit more of this, I think. Although when the doors go down... Oh no, I am going to have to buy more carpet. Oh no. Oh yes. Oh no, I'm not sure. I might have to buy 2 more bits of carpet. That'll be alright. We'll sort that out. And we're awake. Yes, basically, my plan is it still? It's still. That's good. Let's grab some more of this because I can, because it's just there. So let's just grab 10 more. I probably won't need it, but I'll go anyway. Hello, ladies. Hello. There's the other one. You were behind me. And this is essentially why I did this, because then there will always be food. Like in one of these. Okay. Oh no, still fine. Yes. Okay. So it's not too bad today. They're not both ready, so that's handy. And I don't know if there are golden sunflower. You know, I've done. I mean, I'm near the end. Well, I'm halfway through winter. So I've played the game for an entire year now, in-game year, and not once have I come across a golden sunflower. And to be honest, I think I've been doing sunflowers the entire game. I think. So I need 25 of these. Okay, they're gonna be not great. Fair enough. So now I can make my own doors. That's handy. That'll make it slightly easier for me, I think. I don't have to buy the doors. I am probably gonna have to buy all of the rest of the stuff that I need, like the beds and the bathtubs and things. But I really want to get the structures down first before I get the proper flooring on and everything. And I think I might have... Oh no, I've got this stuff. I'm not sure what colour the walls are going to be yet either, to be honest. Like the outside walls. And I do have to kind of work that out before... before I really come to get to grips with... yeah, before I can get to grips with what I'm really going to do. Yeah, and then we need, what, 25 of these, I think it was? Yeah, 25 of these. Hello, the Divione. I think I said that right. I may have not. I'm sorry if I did not say that right. Hope you've had a good day today. I'll grab that. That's enough. It's too long. I want to get back to... I don't like building the houses. What I do, it's more... I don't like spending my money on the houses, is what it is. I feel like it's a little bit... draggy. Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. There we go. Ah, Devion. Okay. Yeah, I'm building houses. Welcome. But no, I find the thing with the building of the houses is more the fact that I've used all my money from all of these every day that I've done full-on farming, and I've pretty much used every single penny to build a house for someone else. However, I get barely any of it back, and that's the only thing that annoys me, because I want to buy more sprinklers for the farm, but I never get that far. I always end up and it always just ends up being a little bit more annoying, because I need to well, actually this is handy, because I could have used some more carpets. This means I don't have to sell this stuff. Yes, this game is immensely fun. It really, really is. I'm well into it now. I mean, I'm really, really far. I started YouTube videos, and I reached video 30, roughly. I think it was around 27, 28 before I became live last week and started doing it live. So yeah, I'm well into this. It's like fully committed now. And I'm going to go back to it because you may not have seen it, but this is the kind of thing that you can build. This is my museum, and I love my museum, and I'm always loving to show it off because I put a lot of work into it. You got a specific sea area here with some fish and some aquatic dinosaurs and other dinosaurs going down a hallway with other bits and pieces. It's just so much. There's so much detail in the things that you can build. See, I've got a Finding Nemo section. But yeah, because obviously there's the farming involved, and then there's the looking after the town. Once you get to my level, you don't really have much of both. You have to focus on one more than the other. Like depending on, like for example, now I've got to build this house. Essentially, well, you don't dig them up as such. I think there might be one over here. The way it works is there are rocks. It's a fair while into the game as well, but you will essentially find like fossils kind of lying around the place. And what you do, you have to find someone who has a mission because she's lost her father, and she thinks he's been turned into a bug. So you then have to find him. He, once you've found him, will turn back into a human, and he will say that he used to run a museum and would like to run one again. Could you please build him a museum? And if you do, he will give you a specific fossil polishing machine, and you can put the oh, there's one. So you basically dig this up here, and I put that in a fossil polishing machine, and it will give me a random dinosaur piece. And then you've got like Stegosaurus, Triceratops, T-Rexes, Velociraptors. You also get like the footprints, the eggs, all the bits and pieces. I've got them all except this one. And I don't even... it looks like a wheel. It looks like a part of a chariot, maybe. But I'm not really sure how to get that, because I spent almost 3 in-game days just finding these fossils and polishing the fossils, and I just kept getting the same bits and pieces over and over again. But yeah, basically the guy asks you to build him a museum, and you build just a very basic museum and you complete the quest. I didn't want to do just a basic museum. I wanted to do a lot more than that. But then it's like the guy who owns this shop. This is your basic shop for your building bits and pieces. They want you to upgrade their shop, which involves placing down like these things, finding them, the crates and this stuff. And you've also got to make some of these to place in here. And then you get things for completing missions. I've also created a post office as well. Yeah, you can get really quite intricate. And this is kind of the point. When you look at this as a house, for this mission to be completed, I just have to place these items inside this wireframe, and then the mission's completed. You don't have to actually build a house, just the items have to be in this frame, and then the person will just live there. But I'm very much of a perfectionist, and I have to have it so that it at least looks correct. And for me, if you don't build the house correctly, then it's not correct. It has to look right. Yeah, I'm just looking to see. I think I've got the right enough space for that. Yeah, I mean, so like, I'll go back to the museum because that's the easiest example. Literally for the museum, that's all you had to do for the first tier was just any roof. Technically, that's why that's only that one little bit in the corner, because I haven't finished the roof yet. But I put that one roof on, and then it was just like 2 clocks, 2 large fish, 2 small fish, and 2 small bug, and that was it. And then the next part was 5 fossils, 2 paintings, and then 1 more each of the fish and the bug display. I haven't got tier 3 yet. I know what that is. It is that is a painting, but apparently, basically, the more you find like fossils and fishing and bugs, because you see you've got like these are all the bugs that you can capture, and then you've got fish that you can catch as well. I've got more fish to find, to be honest, and then those are all the dinosaurs. The more of these you find, the more the curator will say, like, well done, here are some points. And once you get over so many points, he gives you rewards. I believe once you reach a certain level of finding things, he then asks you to find the final painting, which you can then get from the sellers. And once you place it in, it will then be level 3. But technically, the wireframe, I think, for this finishes here. That is the edge of the wireframe, as well as this here as well, I believe. Because I had to add this bit on the side to fit the dinosaur in, because it was a water dinosaur, and I wanted to have it with the rest of the fish displays. I'm not sure what was here. I'm not sure why it's not there anymore, but I haven't got any more fish in here, so I'm not sure where that's gone. I'm going to have to catch something. What I want to catch, I can tell you what I want. Oh, I know what it was. It was it was an octopus, because I had a recipe to make an octopus sushi. So what I want to put in there is that I want a giant squid. Look at the size of that. Or like a blue lobster. Nice. Giant goldfish. Yeah, I'd love to charge people, but then I wanted to do this with my dinosaurs and have like the egg and the footprint down the middle, so you got a nice little area of just the dinosaurs, and it came really rather nicely with a rope and the different flooring. And then you got a separate room at the back, which has got, these are like missions that I've completed. I've received the ship in a bottle, and I bought a bonsai tree because it looked nice. And then you got some gold and a book, and the bobbleheads are hidden. So see, there's a whole lot of stuff. And this, I'm not sure if you know much about modding, but there are a lot of mods for this, and they all offer a whole selection of things that you can add. And this actual display is a mod that I downloaded, because I love the idea of having all of the one of each gold vegetable in my museum, so they're all there on display for people. But none of this wing, either the room at the end or the dinosaurs, are actually part of the wireframe that it asks me to do the museum. It's all just stuff I added on because I just love creative building. I really do. And yeah, so it's like this. Technically, it wants me to put all of these in the house. I can choose what I do with them and where I put them. But it makes sense to me for this. So I need to get some flooring. I need 26 wooden floor. And then any of the... No, it's going to be over here. I like the dark wood. Oh, they haven't got it. Oh, no, they have. Is that it? No, that's path. There it is. Okay. So I need 20... I'm gonna need 30. Okay. And yeah, it's so much fun. As it started, because it's like the museum, building the museum itself, I really wanted to do early on. But it takes a long time, because you have to find her father as a bug, and then well, first of all, you have to find the woman that actually gives you the mission, because it's not a straightforward mission. If I remember correctly, there you go, that looks nice. So that's the hallway. It's a bit slim, but you're going to go straight into the rooms anyway, so I'm not too bothered with that. I think the woman who introduces you to fishing is the woman whose dad is missing. So it's one of those where if you look it up, oh, there's her sister. I've got a lot of missions for her. She has a lot of missions. It's like, first of all, she teaches you how to fish, and then she gives you a fishing rod. Then her dad is missing and been turned into a bug of some kind, and you've got to try and save him. Then there's a monster being heard from outside the village, and it turns out to be her sister, who is hanging around the village, not sure if she wants to come in. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Was it this one? I think I only need one more piece, but I want it to be correct. But yeah, it's like there are so many missions. It was not that one. No, it was the wrong one. It was the square. It's because I couldn't see it. Yeah, it's like you if you want to do a post office, it's also a hassle, but also quite fun, because the guy, there you go. So that's going to be the doorway into the bathroom. And then we'll do a solid one here as a doorway into the bedroom. So that's where the doors will sit. So I like to have a strong foundation, I think, for this. And then in this room, it will be there, I think. But the best thing about it is I can put the carpet down now, and then I can put the door frame in already, because that's it. It's not going to be a door. You're going to need a closed door for these two, but in theory, I just need a door frame so they can just get into their living room and their kitchenette. Okay, well that's all looking nice. Better start making my way back. Yeah, essentially, I can't remember what it was I needed to do, but there was this mission that just took forever. I think it was this, because this whole thing here is like an extra. You have to do a mission to have this here, and then it sells stuff that is hard to find. And I think it was, I can't remember whether it was that or whether it was my post office, because the post office here has to be added to this, but then you also have to speak to people to get things done, and it took forever. Hello, they run the shop. But yeah, there is so much. I mean, yeah, and this is essentially my first house. The mayor comes whenever you speak to the mayor, he'll say someone wants to join, and yeah, you basically have to build their house for them so that they can. See, I didn't put a door in their bathroom. I just left it open. But well, they just can't be so shy, can they? All this Christmas stuff is a bonus. That's all a mod. All of these Christmas lights, they're all mods. Because I wanted something nice for Christmas. And then I stopped playing it for a little while. And we're still in winter, so I've just left it all up. So it's all still there. But no, let's have a quick look before it gets night time. I'm thinking over on this side, there's not much here. I like the tree, so I don't really want to knock the tree down. Maybe behind the tree, I can get rid of this stuff. I think I need an axe. Where's me axe? Swap it with you for now. This is all, yeah, because this is all like tree bushes. Let's get rid of you. I'm thinking, yeah, if I can put it here. There we go. not sure what was going on then. It wasn't going away. Acorn. Get rid of this stuff. And then, yeah, what I can do is... couldn't get a blue scythe. That was annoying. I can build it here. I can just have a little shed, like in the back here. Just fit in this square. And then it will have, as you go in, it will have like a bookshelf on this side. And it will have a bookshelf on this side. And it'll have a couple of crates in front of you. And it will just be used for storage. That's all that it will be. I like that. I like that idea a lot. Alright, let's go to sleep. Hey, and we're awake. There we go. This will probably be the last day that I think I'm going to stream for. Oh, I need to check my bees as well. I always forget my bees. And that's another thing as well that I wanted to make. Hold on, I've got too much. Move you out of the way. Put you down there. I don't need you on there. Okay. For the time being, that will do. There we go. Bop. And then, in theory, these should all be done. Yep. There we go. Oh, actually, my sunflowers. I think my sunflowers will still have a couple of days, to be honest. But yeah, that was another thing. Is I just refused to buy the bee things, apiaries. Is that what they're called? I just refused to buy them. Just because, lovely. In my mind, if I can build them, then why wouldn't I build them? You know, if the game allows you to build stuff, then you should be able to build everything that you can kind of see. Thank you so much for the follow, Devoni. The way I tend to do streams is I try to stick to the same thing every day, like when on those days. So I stream Staxel every Thursday. So it's one of those things that if you start playing the game and you want to come and get some ideas for building, or you just want to ask questions, I know quite a lot about this game now. So I'm always going to be here on Thursday. You can always ask me questions. And then yeah, I stream Tuesdays and Saturdays as well. So you know, if you want to come along, you're more than welcome. But yeah, it's like things like this. This cedar just makes sense. It's one of the first things you should always get, just because it just, you know, rather than having to keep buying the seeds, especially if you're happy with I'm getting a lot actually. I better keep an eye. Yeah, if you're happy with having the same vegetables in each season. Oh, lovely. Perfect. 50. Haha. Oh, there it is. That is my polisher. Startup tips. I mean, I think it's been a while since I actually started, but I think as soon as you start, they give you the farm, and then they teach you how to grow wild seeds, and then they teach you how to build. The very first thing they do is they give you, and it's snowing, so I don't have to water them. I think the first thing it does is teach you how to build this shed, which is a simple barn, just needs roof and 2 troughs. So you completely decide how you want to design it. Completely your choice of how you do it. However, this has to be, this sign has to stay here, because that basically details the structural sizes and where everything can go. So then it's up to you. If I tick this, I now can't remove anything, so it will all stay there. I can't delete anything by accident. But I put the barrels and I put the crates here by choice, just because I felt they kind of fitted. And then it's things like this that I learned. You've got two types of fencing. This fence is what you start with around your farm. The cows will go over that fence, and they will be wandering in the village. They'll be wandering in the forests. You'll have to go find them every day. And I did that for about half of my videos, until I realized this fence is taller. It's specifically called, I think it's like a wooden deck rail. But it's literally, they can't walk over this fence. So I now know that they are always there, and they will stay there, and I can look after them properly. Because if you don't see them in your farm because they've wandered off, then a lot of the time I just forget to milk them. I forget to say hello to them. And if you don't say hello to them or feed them, they won't give you milk. And obviously, if they're not in your farm, then they don't eat. So I had to make sure. It took me a while to find this stuff, but I managed to find it. But that is a definite must. If you don't want your cows wandering around, is get this stuff. It's specifically the high decking rail, because it stops them from wandering off. I've done the same with my chickens. But yeah, I would say just start looking for... as far as I'm aware, they've just stopped producing. I haven't had anything die on me yet. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, you have to say hello. And you have to make sure that they've got food. And then yeah, with chickens you'll get eggs. With cows you'll get milk if you get a milker. Then you also have pigs and you have sheep. However, I haven't had pigs or sheep, so I couldn't exactly tell you how they work necessarily. But as far as I'm aware, you get bacon from the pigs, but I'm not 100% sure what you get from the sheep. You can see, this is the kind of thing that I like that it's in the game, but I'm not 100% sure why. Is that you can actually get a rooster that you can put in here, but does absolutely nothing. He will eat the food, but he won't give you anything. He doesn't increase the amount of eggs you get. He does absolutely nothing, but costs like 5,000. So you have to be a little bit careful with whether you buy a rooster or a chicken, because you don't want to buy the wrong one. But yeah, I'd say start focusing on the crops you want to grow. Specifically, get a little plot of land that you want to grow your vegetables on, and start with the vegetables, because if you can get, like, the onions grow really quickly, so you can get quite a large turnover for some of these veg. There is also someone else in the village. I don't know if you... Things like the bug net. There will be someone that tells you about the bug net and how you can capture bugs. And then you can get a bug net and just capture all the bugs that you see flying around. Or if you see them on the ground, see there's another one of them. You can just wander around as much as you want. There are no enemies. There's no fighting at all in this. It's very passive for you to just wander, which I do like. I think sometimes these kind of games try to add the fighting element into it. And that can be a little bit forced. So I do like the fact that there isn't... Oh, look, there's more. There you go. There's like a praying mantis. And you can capture them with oh look, there's loads now. There's absolutely loads. You can just capture them with your net, and then as you capture them, they will register on here. Yeah, there you go. There's the orchid mantis. Especially, I think, especially with a game that's this in depth, there's so much involved. You can fish, you can catch bugs, you can build, you can, you know, plant vegetables, you can rear animals. I don't need to worry about, you know, fighting as well. There's also weird eggs. Hello. Which they're just like Easter eggs. They give you little treats, so they're always worth it. Because even if you don't want them, the things I just got were like little sweets. I think I dropped. I don't think I picked up the red candy because I think my inventory is full. Let's go to the map. Here we go. I wandered away from my farm. But yeah, I think the thing with this is really to, especially at the beginnings, because it will ask you, it will say like, I want you to, oh sorry, I've got to get the money. It will say, I want you to plant some seeds, and I want you to do this, that, and the other. But then, like, you'll plant them kind of anywhere, just because you want to kind of finish the mission and get on. However, yeah, it makes a lot more sense for you to sell. I don't want the blue candy, I'll sell that. I'm pretty sure I can sell my carpet as well. There you go. Yeah, because when I first started, it brings you over here, and I was like, oh, okay, lovely. And then I kind of hoed this like little square here, and I put the wild seeds in, and then some of them, like these ones, once they grow to a certain level, they don't leave the ground, so they'll stay there for the whole of the season. And it was right in the middle of the path, and I was kind of like, oh, that's not good. So I had to break it, and then I didn't get any seeds from it, and it was like, oh well, that was like an entire waste, you know. It did nothing to me. So yeah, pick an area that you want to grow some crops, and start with that. But that's the most important thing. They will give you both cows, I think. I don't think I've bought either of these cows. They give you the cows when you build the barn. So it's in your interest to build the barn. However, I'm going to show you someone that I actually didn't realise, and someone told me in one of my videos. Oh, here she is. This woman here. Talk to her every single day. She is the one that has the missions to help to learn to fish. She'll have the missions to to look for the father. That's her sister that we spoke about as well. This whole area I built for her. I put a fishing tackle area down, and I put the fishing rack here, and I put the fishing sign so that I can fish here. And I didn't want to do it like outside of the village. I was lucky that I had a little pond here, to be honest. But yeah, talk to her every day, because the more you talk to her, the more missions you'll get, and that's really important. She has a lot of missions. But let me find. Yeah, someone replied to me that I wasn't talking to a certain person, and I wasn't aware that it was a concern. But this here, this is Farm Fan. I now know. I hadn't really made the connection. I hadn't made the connection at all. But she lives here. This is the pub. This is one of the locations you'll be introduced to at the beginning of the game. And I've got to build her a house now too. But yeah, still working on my house. Every time you complete a couple of missions, she gives you rewards for completing those missions. So, you know, they teach you pretty much everything at the start. You get to look around, you know, do all the tutorial missions, learn how to build and how to do everything. However, always talk to her as frequently as you can, because she will give you lots and lots of extra bonusy stuff. So that, yeah, it's really great. And yeah, she's now asked me to actually build her a house. So I'll be building her house afterwards. Chicken in a box. Pig in a crate. Oh, there you go. Pigs are 10,000. So yeah, they're quite expensive, and you need to buy a trough and trough food. How much? Oh, hello. That's the guy who owns the museum. So whenever you have new discoveries, you'll have to go back to him. But how much are chicken, rooster, cow, pig, sheep? Okay, so the pigs and the sheep are 10, the cows are 15, and the chickens are 5. And then yeah, as you've seen, you can buy the coop or you can make it. You can also buy the feeding area, or you can get the recipe to make it. It's really kind of depending on how far you want to go and what you want to do, because obviously I built my my work shed. It wasn't a mission at all. However, there are so many machines that you need to use to make all the different things that I just decided to make myself a shed. That was just what I wanted to do, rather than just have them dotted around my house. So it all just comes down to your play style, really, how you want to play it and what you want to do. But yeah, I'm going to call that a day, I think. I didn't really get that far, but I've mapped out. Oh, have they got... They've got... What's that? No. It also, yeah, you have to be specific. Okay, I'll put a toilet in. I was hoping they would have the claw bath, because that's something you have to find. It's over here. Got confused. Yeah, I was hoping that they'd have the claw bath, because then I could put that down. But I'll tell you what, let's put this... oh, it's backwards. We don't want it backwards now, do we? There we go. And I'll just make sure... Yay, we've done the toilet. So we've got one done. So yeah, next week, now that I've mapped the floors, I will decide what I'm going to do for the walls. I need a wood, and I need... Well, I can either do 2 woods. I'll do 2 woods, I think. So yeah, I'm going to do I'll do the walls next week, and the windows. And I will start to buy the bits for the house and place them down as and when. Go back to the main menu. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I will essentially be back next week, carrying on. Time, so it will be a little bit earlier than today, and I'm going to be carrying on the Little King's story. We have literally just opened up the map for that, so they're going to do some exploring in that. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you again next time.